Yes, we're on the KTT. Welcome to Velofan, ladies and gents. So where are we off to? Churchill Arms, bike night, Alderholt. This will be, I believe, first time this year on the KTT. So we will see. If I've got any previous videos, I'll have to search. But I tried to take it there before and the bike would not start. So this is going to be the continuation of that story of ignition timing, basically, and this bike. Yeah, so hopefully we'll make it tonight. Hopefully there'll be a few bikes there. The weather's actually not too bad. It's not roasting hot, but it's not raining. It was raining earlier, so yeah, so hopefully we'll be alright with the weather. We'll try and delve into ignition timing for a topic, and I'm also going to probably briefly talk about social media. Fucking fellow. What a fucking fellow. Alright, we're just coming into Fordingbridge now. Lovely little town this is. Just going up over this bridge, and this little river down here is pretty nice as well. You're not going to see it on camera, I think today. So let me just sort out this roundabout up here, turn to the left. Bit of arm signalage. Yeah, so topic, ignition timing. So yeah, so I was trying to come to this event, Churchill Arms, a few weeks back after my long ride to the Lyme Regis, and this bike here would not start. I retimed it, kind of like, yeah, I've never done ignition timing before, but I did it roughly correctly in the end. Went all the way to Hardy's Monument. Long ride that, possibly 80 miles, not quite sure. I wasn't sure it was quite right though. Handlebars were vibrating quite a lot worse. It took about 5 attempts to start, and on top of that, when I went to leave Hardy's, the rear wheel locked up a couple of times before I was successful with the start. So yeah, so obviously I took it apart again, retimed it for what is now today's ride. So the question is, have I done it correct this time? And a couple of differences to the first time round is that I tensioned the magneto chain. I forgot to do that, or neglected to do that on the first attempt. And the other difference is I grabbed hold of the foil that I had in between the points, whereas previously I was waiting for it to fall out under its own weight. So I thought, well, everyone that does it with a fag paper always pulls on it until it pulls out. So I did that. I had a couple of times where the actual foil broke, because obviously the points were still gripping it, and it's not that strong of stuff, but I don't know if it's stronger or not than fag paper, but it's certainly thinner from what I've gathered. I've been told the fag paper is a thou, and my foil was half a thou. So anyway, so I did all of that this time round, and I'm absolutely sure that I set it to the amount of top degrees before top dead centre that my bike requires. And I have a little tool to stop the piston from moving, so that should guarantee that the piston stayed in the same place relative to top dead centre. So yeah, what can I say? Well, it was always previously first attempt start, a really clean start. It would just fire into life, and that would be it. I wouldn't need to do anything, I'd be off. So today obviously was like, okay, is it going to be 5 or 6 attempts like it was previously, or will it be first time? It was first time, but it wasn't clean. I had to paddle along. Once it started to fire, I was like paddling just to keep it going. So yeah, so that's not good, because like I say, I never used to have to paddle. It would always be just firing and running properly. So I don't know, I'm kind of assuming that I still haven't got it right. The noise of the bike sounds different to me. Doesn't sound quite as crisp. But with all these things, it's a bit hard to say, because once something changes and it's not as good as it was before, you start to look at every little possible thing that might have impacted that change for a negative effect. So yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm still convinced it's down to timing. Now what I'll do is, when I leave Alderholt, I'm going to hope, I've got a downhill anyway, it's a downhill run up, so I've got to hope that she fires up cleanly, no paddling. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, and then if that happens, then maybe the things just settle in a little bit from where I've done the retiming of the ignition. Possibly it may just need a little bit of settling in. Sounding not too bad now that I'm going ultra slow following this dude down through here. Oh, he's turning off, okay. So I'm not going to rip it, because probably not supposed to around bike night. So yeah, it's kind of like sounding not too bad actually. Listening to it now, that crisp note is, but I just think I can hear it more like da -da 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 -da. So I think I can hear it sort of pulsing more, or the strokes more. I don't really know how to quite explain that, but that's what I'm sensing, is not sounding quite so good as previously. But who knows? Now then, on the social media side of things, so my YouTube channel, whether you're following it or not, or you found this by random, it's got hardly any subscribers, and most of the subscribers are there because of the music videos that I've uploaded, not the bike videos, which is where I want to be at, the bike videos, not necessarily the music. Yeah, so I've had a suggestion from one of the chaps that I get an Instagram account. I've never had one. I'm not really up for all this technological stuff, even though I'm relatively young within the classic bike world. Yeah, but yeah, it seems like if you link an Instagram account to your YouTube account, you get far better interest. So if you guys have got experience for that, do let me know, because that's going to be potentially the topic. But obviously also, largely the topic is around ignition timing, so if you know anything about that, that'd be good.
Yeah, alright mate.
We can wiggle you out when you need to get out.
Alright mate. Aha, right. I've now sussed out potentially my problem on this bike. It's not ignition timing. Oh, it's the stub for the carb has come loose, and that's why the other day I had to rotate the position of my carburettor. So there you go, guys. I'll give you an update later.